You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your life.
Hello and welcome to the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 148. The title is Light WIP Knitting. My name is Doris and I am filming on Thursday afternoon, April 12th, 2018. Welcome if you are new to this podcast. I hope that you will find something of entertainment and inspiration, and that you will hit that red subscribe button down below, that you'll give me a thumbs up, and that you will share, and that you will leave me a comment. And if you are returning, thank you guys so much. Please also give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below. How long have you been watching? Awesome. You saw all the social media in the card before this video started, so you will find the show notes for this podcast. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my show notes over here instead of trying to hold them. You'll find the show notes for this podcast in the down bar below. It is on Knit. It is knitandpurl.net. You will also find links to the Ravelry group, which this podcast has, which is the Knit and Purl podcast group. Also linked down below. I also have an Etsy store, and I would love it if you would go and take a look around. Also linked below. And these things, excuse me, the social media is also linked in the show notes. You can go click on the show notes and then go over and click on the different, like Ravelry, Twitter, Facebook, Etsy, and Instagram. You can click on those and follow me over there in the different platforms, and I would follow you back, and I would thank you so much for making my day by following me on those things. Well, since we have a Ravelry group, I also do every episode a birthday shout out, and we are doing birthdays from the 12th today until the end of the month. And we have several birthdays coming up. We have Gihanless 22. I don't know if I said that right. Karen. Her birthday is on the 16th of April. We have Shepherd's Knits, who is Leslie. Her birthday is on the 21st of April. We have Crochet Knits 2, who's Emily. Y'all know Emily. And her birthday's on the 26th. And finally, we have Survivor 11, who is Sue. Her birthday's on the 27th. So happy birthday, ladies. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday, that you get good fibery gifts, that you get to spend time with friends and family, and that you get time off work. And that you get to do all the things that you want to do, even if it includes sitting in your pajamas, drinking coffee, and knitting all day. I hope you get to do all that. So happy birthday. Oh, I almost forgot. Birthday cake. You must have a piece of birthday cake because it's your birthday. And if you don't like birthday cake, your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday, ladies. And if you have a birthday during this period and you don't share that birthday on Ravelry, happy birthday to you as well. So that brings us to Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. My stash, I purchased another skein of this for the baby blanket in case I run out, but now it's just going to be extra. This is Mainstay Basic yarn. It's a Walmart brand and it's very cheap, and the more I knit it, the more I love it. It's 100% acrylic, and the color is green with numbers underneath of it. Machine washed and dry. It is, I am so enjoying knitting with this yarn. So this will be something that I could use for other things. And I love this color. Can you believe it? It's not even pink. So I purchased that. Let's try to stick it back up here. And I purchased these safety eyes. I'm hoping it'll not take forever to, there you go. These are safety eyes I got off of an Etsy store for making little stuffies, in which you'll see in the finished objects. They're reasonably priced. It's a set of 12 and it's multicolored. You get a mix of colors. It's www.glasseyesonline.com, or that's her online site. But I purchased these on Etsy. So that is all of the stash that I can remember. So within the last 2 weeks we had Easter, and we had all the friends and family and kids and grandkids come over and have Thanksgiving with us. And we had all the fixings: ham, turkey. I made potato salad. Everybody brought something. You know, the family loves the rye bread that you dig out the middle and put the dill dip in. They love that. So someone brought that. We had a vegetable tray, a relish tray. They had a birthday cake because it was Ted's youngest son's birthday. So we celebrated his birthday too. So that was all wonderful. In my knitting world, I have not, instead of like plugging away at my WIPs that keep languishing, you can't see them up there. Let me see. Keep languishing up there, those bags. Instead of working on them, I started new things and finished new things. So you'll see that in the finished objects. So I wanted to bring up Knit Along, Crochet Along for May. If anyone has any ideas, you don't need to see that crazy closet. If anyone has any ideas for wonderful and simple knit-alongs for the month of May, please let me know. Simple ideas. I work a full-time job. I like my knitting time. So, you know, something simple. And I'm contemplating doing a summer along, June, July, and August. Please, if you can give me some simple ideas for that. Last year, what did we do? I don't know if we did I don't even remember. If you remember, leave me a comment down below. What was it we did last summer? I would like to do a summer along. If you have the first thing that popped into my head last night when I was thinking about it was washcloths. I don't know. Still, that's something I wanted to bring up and discuss, and please discuss it with me in the Ravelry group and in the down bar below. And I would thank you so much. I did not find a health pearl. Sorry. So that brings us to finished objects. And I have several finished objects. I'll move my work in progress over there. I finished the... Oh, that's not going to work. I finished the Big Cake, One Big Cake Shawl Scarf. Sorry, dropping stuff. The One Big Cake Scarf, Shawl Scarf is a free pattern on Ravelry by Nina Nicholson. The yarn I used was a Caron Cake in the Rainbow Sprinkles color. The hook I used was a K, and I used a regular Caron Cake, and I actually broke in to the second one, and this is how much of that I have left. So a goodly amount was worked out of it. So here it is. I'm not going to be able to show you it all in one. It's beautiful. I mean, in the pattern, it's more of a kerchief, but I'm not a kerchief shawl wearer person, so this is big because that's the way I like my shawls. Is it because I'm a granny, an old woman, or I don't know. I just like wearing my shawls like this, so yeah. It was really a fun crochet. It was really fun and I enjoyed it. And it didn't take that long, as crocheters know. And I don't need it right now because we are at a whopping 85 degrees outside. Craziness! I had freezing rain on Easter and it's 80 some degrees outside right now. Happy Easter! So then, instead of working on my projects that need to be finished, I cast on these are called Kitty Beans. It's a free pattern on Ravelry by Jenna Crumpar. Yarn is just some scraps, and the eyes and the nose are from Etsy. So these eyes are actually from Emmy Eyes, which I don't think he has any more eyes in his Etsy shop, but I didn't look, so very cute, and it has a tail that helps it to stand up. I made a few of these before. I really like them, and I wanted to make a stuffy, so stuffies are can be kind of wonky, and yeah, but it was fun. So it was so much fun. I made another one. I love this yarn. I think it's Jazz Stripes. So cute. And these two are Emmy Eyes, my last set of Emmy Eyes. And these are noses that I got from Japan, I think, if you can get a closer look and see. Also has a cute little tail. So cute. And I ran out of eyes, so I had to order more eyes because I made another one. This one is my favorite, and this is the eyes from Glass Eyes Online. It's so cute. They're sparkly eyes. But I just love this one because the colors changed and made it have different ears, and this ear has a tip of blue. And there's this tail. So cute. I love these things. I'll be making more. And I'm just throwing them in the gift box for, you know, whatever. They're just fun to make, and I just needed something, not my projects, to knit. So that is all the faux there is to be had. So that brings us to the WIPs. Let me pull this up. The eyeball shawl, I did not touch. The baby blanket, I was noticing that I was not enjoying the knit. I love this pattern. Okay, so let me explain. This is a baby blanket I'm making for my niece, whose baby's due the end of May. And I'm modifying the Summer Loving shawl by adding stitches. So making it more like a blanket than a shawl. So I was using straight needles to knit it, and I was noticing that I was having not as enjoyable of a knit. So I changed to my Addie's same size needle but on circulars and got a little more enjoyment out of this knit. I haven't gotten too far. I actually just did 2 pattern repeats. So let me tell you about the pattern. It is a Summer Loving Wrap, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Catherine Fagan. The yarn I'm using is Red Heart Super Saver in the Shocking Pink colorway. The needle is a 10.5. So I loved knitting this pattern last summer for my Summer Loving wrap. So I thought this would be a beautiful fancy blanket for our dear Scarlet Adele. So I still have a lot of time to knit on this, and if it doesn't get done before the baby comes, she'll just get it in the mail as a nice surprise. So that is that project. I did do a little bit on that one, not a whole lot. The next thing is the vanilla. The vanilla is the new black sock, which is right here. And I did not start the second one yet. The next project is the Baby Blocks blanket, which is a free pattern on the Red Heart website. The color I'm using is the Mainstay Basic yarn in green. Okay, I'm making this for a coworker who is, at this point today, dilated 2 centimeters. The baby, they did the measurements yesterday. It's 6 pounds, 8 ounces, 18 inches long, and she could deliver at any time. So this one had the most love this week. So I finished the first ball of yarn and started on the second one. And it's a very, very enjoyable knit. As you can see where I was last time. It's very, very enjoyable knit, and I have got to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 more of these block patterns, which is 10 rows, so it's 40 rows, plus another 10 rows of this seed stitch for the rim. Let's see. 10 more rows of this, and then it'll be completed. So, and if I don't get it completed before she goes into labor and has the baby, she'll just get it in the mail, or I'll take it, I'll deliver it to her. I told you the story, but if you're new, I knew she was pregnant for several months, but I hadn't done anything. I'm selfish that way. But we had a baby shower for her at work, and I didn't have anything I could throw in a bag. So I went to Walmart and got some receiving blankets and socks, and I made up a certificate for a knitted blanket of choice of her color, baby blanket. So she said, "Oh, that's so cute, but are you for real?" And I'm like, yes. What color do you want? She goes, "I want green. I want green." So, and she even went out and bought a green and blue car seat for her baby because she wants this to match her car seat. So she asked me, "How far along?" It's not done yet. So that is that, and that's what has gotten most of the love, besides my kitty beans, this week. But alas, that is not all. I started another crochet project. I've decided to have a crochet project on the go at all times. Can you guess what it is? Come on now. Surely you can guess. Shout it out. Come on. What is it? I'm using a, what is this? A J crochet hook. I love this. This is from Knit Picks. It's a wooden crochet hook. It's lovely. It's lovely. I started another virus shawl which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Julia Marquide. The yarn is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, Red Heart Ombre Super Saver. The hook is a J. And this is going to be Shades of Pink. It's so, so pretty. If you crochet and you have never crocheted this shawl, I swear to you, you don't know what you're missing. It's addicting. If you remember, 2 weeks ago, I had finished a virus shawl. So anyway, crochet. I have found a newfound love for crochet, so I always want to have a crochet project on the go. So that is it, and I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with the amount of WIPs that I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 WIPs. I must get these done, but anyway, we're not going to worry about that anymore. So what that brings us to spinning, and I did do some spinning. I finished one bobbin of this loops. I ended up having to split it into 2 bobbins. This I finished, I did a chain ply, and I finished it last night. It's not the best spin I've done, but this is the part that is black that goes into a dark maroon. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but this is going to be kind of a gradient. It was a loop bat, a gradient. So I finished this. It's 106 yards. I've yet to tie it off, take it off the nitty knotty and do all the soaking and thwacking, but I finished it last night. 106 yards. Like I said, it's not my best knit or my best spin, but it'll be something pretty. And on this bobbin is the other portion of the spin, the light pink part. I hope you can kind of see it. I decided not to turn the oppressive top light on because I noticed it was like really crazy lighting last week. Hold on one moment, it will be in focus in a moment. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still liking me rather than, there we go. It's pretty. It's a light pink. You can't really see in this light the color, but it's a light pink and it goes into several different shades of pink on this bobbin. I'll chain plying this one as well, and I'm going to put the 2 skeins together and using them for something beautiful. That's all the spinning, and that will bring us to, I must have my, that will bring us to Pinterest, which is the only thing I have extra this week. Which is kind of really a helpful hint that I have never seen. And this lady says lots of you more than likely use this idea, but it would never have entered my mind. Sure will save on untangling and rewinding yarn. I know we all have balls of yarn, extras, leftovers, but look at that idea. Keep your yarn together with hair clips. What you all think about that? Am I the only one that's a newbie on this idea? I thought it was cool and something worthy of sharing. So I did not get a stumble. Those things didn't come very easily, so I just didn't worry too much with those. However, in the down bar below and in the final thing on the show notes is a link to my Etsy store. Please go over, have a look around, like some things. I put up 3 new things this week. I put up 3 shawls that I've knit in the past. Maybe one of y'all want to grab a hold of some of that. Anyway, please go over, like it, do whatever. Also, I just wanted to remind you that when you thumbs up and comment in the down bars below, the video gets more open to the recommendations and more people will come, and I would appreciate that so much if you would do that. And I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Make me smile. Oh, you make me smile. You make me smile. Oh, you make me smile.